Well, we do now question 2. The question says 14 learners attended a geometry training course spread over 12 Saturdays. Learners wrote a geometry test at the end of the course. One learner was absent for this test. The number of Saturdays attended and the mark as a percentage each learner obtained for the test are shown in the test in the table below. Okay, you can see that here. Now question 2.1 says calculate the equation of the least square regression line, which is the equation of the line that of best fits. Okay, and now to do that, we're going to write here question 2.1. Question 2.1. We want the equation of the line of regression. Okay, y with the caret that's on top of the y. Okay, now we do know that if it is expressed by y equal to a plus bx. Okay, where a and b are given by these formulas. Now the formulas are quite tricky, I mean, to solve, because they're quite a long process to do all these calculations. So we can do that by the help of a calculator. Okay, with a Casio calculator, when it comes like this, it is in the math mode. You can see here, over here they say math. Now we need to change the mode into start mode. So we're going to press the mode button here. We're going to hit this button, hit the mode button, and then we can see each mode is labeled by a number. Okay, when we see here by number 3, we can see this stats mode. So if I press 3 there, the mode of the calculator will be the statistic mode. Now I'm going to hit the button 3 here, and then now these are statistics. Now because I'm looking for the line of best fits, the regression line, which is given by y equal to a plus bx, you can see it is there by number 2, a plus bx. Now I can just press 2 here, and then this gives me 2 columns where I can enter the values of x and y. Now let's start entering the values. I want to enter the values like 12 for the first entry, 12, and then press enter or equal. We press equal to make it valid in the column, and then I will press the next number. It's 11, and then equal, and then 10, and then equal, and then 10, equal, and then 9, equal, 9, equal, 7, equal, 6, equal, 5, equal, 4, equal, 12, equal, 11, equal, 6, equal. Then to move on the next column, the best way of doing that is to press this lower arrow button. Okay, you press there, and then you sit there on the X button. Then you can just press now the right arrow button. Then we are here for the first entry of the Y column. Okay, now we can start entering the Y values. So they're like 96, and then equal, and then 91, equal, and then 78, equal, 83, equal, and then 75, equal, and then 62, equal, and then 70, equal, and then 68, equal, and then 56, equal, and then 34, equal, and then 88, equal, and then 90, equal, and finally 59, equal. Now that we entered the values of the 2 columns, we can press the AC. We can hit the AC button over here, AC. Then we press Shift. Okay. We want to shift in the statistic mode. I pressed 1 there, stats, because that's why it's written there, stats. You can see, you can notice there, stats. Now I want the regression line. It's by number 5. Okay. If I press 5 there, it gives me these modes, and then I need to find the value of A. Okay, it's number 1. Okay, A there, I'm gonna press 1, and then equal, and then this will tell me that A is equal to 22.26 all these numbers, because I want to run it to the second decimal place. To do that, I'm going to look at the third decimal value, which is 2, okay? Now, because 2 is lesser than 5, I can just cross all these digits, and then I will be left with 22.26. So when I say here, A is equal, do so if round to the second decimal place, if they didn't tell you to how many decimal places, okay? So it will be then that A equal to 22.26. Now, what about B then? Again, same process. Over here, I am going to press AC, the AC button, okay? And then I go back, I press 1 for stat, 1 there for stat. Okay, before I do that, I press shift and then 1, because it's gonna shift it to statistic mode. Now, reg, which is the regression line. Now I'm gonna press number 5, but number 5, I press 5 there. And then I need to get B. B is 2. So I'm gonna press number 2 and then press equal. And then this tells me that the regression line is 5.898, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm gonna look at the third decimal value because I want to round to the second decimal place. The third decimal number is 8, okay? 8 is more than 5. Then I will increase this one by 1. But trying to increase this by 1, this is already 9. So I will increase this 8 by 1 then. That's going to be 5.9. So I can say 9 or 90, it doesn't matter. And I say 90 because it's a second decimal place. So I'm going to say B will be equal to 5.90. Therefore, then I can work out the regression line given by 22.26 plus 5.90x. Okay, this is the regression line. The line of best fit. Now, the following question is question 2.2. The question says calculate the correlation coefficient. All right, the same way we did, I need to find the correlation coefficient, which is R. Okay, right here, R 2.2. R. I'm going to use a calculator to find R still. We press AC over here, and then I press shift, and then we press 1, okay, to get the start mode, and then regression 5, and I press 5 there, and then R is there by number 3. So now I'm going to press 3 there, 3 over here, and then equal, and then this tells me the values of R, which is 0.9208, etc. Because I need to round it to the second decimal place, and I look at the third decimal value, which is 0, and then 0 is lesser than 5, so I can just stop by 92 there. Therefore, say R equal to 0.92. Okay. Now we're going to do question 2.3. Question 2.3 says, comment on the strength of the relationship between the variables. All right, now that we have 0.92, okay, we can say that this is a very strong positive relationship, okay? So this is I want to say here 2.3. We say this is I say 0.92 is a very strong positive relationship. Okay, if it was like between 0.4 and 0.8, in between, okay, then we will say you know, 0.92 is first a positive, or maybe I should say the correlation is the correlation coefficient is always in between -1 and 1. Okay, so R is between -1 and 1. Now, the closer it is okay, to 1, okay, I'll say it this way. If R is positive, for instance, if R is positive, we'll say it's a positive correlation. But now, if it is much closer to 1, like in this case, 0.92 is much closer to 1, we will say 0.92 is a very strong positive relation, has a very strong, I mean, the variables here has a very strong positive relationship because the correlation coefficient is much closer to positive 1. Okay. Now, question 2.4. Question 2.4 here says, I'm right here, 2.4. The question says, the learner who was absent for the test attended the course on 8 Saturdays. Predict the marks that this learner would have scored for the test. All right. I'm gonna write to here 2.4. I'm gonna do that by the help of because we're looking for the percentage. Okay, why is the percentage? At when x is equal to 8, okay, the numbers of the day. So we're gonna substitute it from the formula here. We had like y was equal to 22.26 plus 5.90 x. Okay, we substitute the values of x to find y. 5.90 times x. Okay, x is now equal to 8. Now this will make y equal to, I use my calculator, press here because it was in a start mode. I need to put it back in the shift in the math mode when I press N1 there. Now I can just enter 22.26, okay, plus 5.90 open bracket 8 there, and then if I press enter, and then I have this number. So I have to press the ST, I have the fraction here, I have to press the ST button. This will give me the percentage, okay? This is like 69 excuse me, 45%. But now, I assume that the percentage here must be, that's your percent. Okay, the percentage here must be integer, so we say y or y would be, it can be rounded up, okay, to 70. Must be 70%. The two answers is correct. Thank you.